next question, again, follows up exactly with that. Melvin has a question. In one of your podcasts, you mentioned gym machine workouts that complement easy strength for fat loss, and armor building formula as part of a longevity program. Could you list a couple of machine exercises that pair well with ESFL and ABF? It's okay. I gotta thank you in a sense, Melvin, because so I coach at the university over here, and a couple days a week we have this. Oh, it's right next to where I coach the throwers. It's a small. It's certainly not. It's not the athletes. Weight room. It's kind of the gym of the school, and in there they have a lot of machines, and I go in there usually Tuesdays and Thursdays, and because I need to complement my training. Right now I'm doing the armor building formula, so let's review what I'm doing a lot of. I'm working my glutes pretty well, and I'm working my clean and press stuff, your magic clean and press movements, and I'm doing curls. Well, there's some gaps. So I go in and I do, so I think two of the best machines in most gyms I use. Some people hate the first one because it does something to your knees, but I love getting the pump in my quads. Leg extension and leg curl. There's another machine I use a lot, and it's the tricep extension. The reason I like tricep extension machines, I'm not saying that skull crushers and all of them are dangerous at all. I don't mean that at all. But for a lot of us who've spent a lot of time in the weight room, that position, if you've already wrecked your elbows doing pull-ups and chin-ups, it adds to more problems. I like tricep extension machines because I can squeeze at the top, because they tend to have they get a little harder. And I do like them. Now you're saying, but Danny, you do all those presses. Right. But I still like to get literally just the pump of the tricep extension. And then any rowing machine or any lat pull down machine, I think has great value. I don't do any of these exercises for load. I literally just go to lactic acid burn. So I do one big set. I start off light, and I just take my time until I start to feel it start to heat up. I go heavier because it's easy, because all the pins are right there. The pin selector's right there. I go heavier. I go a little bit faster, and I start to really feel the quad heat up. I drop it down the third time, and that last set with the heavy load, I can just feel the heat getting in there. I think that I can't defend it with studies, and I can't defend it except for personal experience, that there is a value in getting the lactic acid burn with machines. There was a book years ago that said that was the way to do fat loss. I don't know if that's true. I do know this: if you're a 400-meter runner and the bear jumps on your back, you're gonna have to worry about your diet for days, because you're not gonna want to eat anything, and if you do, you're gonna throw it up, as I've said 100 times on this podcast. But it's a marvelous way to use machines. It is weird to get a pump and a lactic acid burn on like the lat pull down machine and the row. But I got to tell you, within a few minutes after I walk out of there, I just feel everything starts to clear itself up, and I just feel like I got taller. So that's what I do, Melvin. And I got to tell you, Melvin, that is a good question. I don't necessarily use the ab machine in there. I like the ab roller, the ab wheel, and I also like hanging bent knee leg raises. I think those are both superior. Suitcase carry is superior to that. I don't do the lower back machines because I'm an Olympic lifter. And I don't like any machines that have a straight arm, like the straight arm flies or the back flies. I just don't like, I don't trust the stress on my joints on those. Your mileage may vary, but so let me just give you the ones I love: leg extension, leg curl, tricep extension, lat pull down, and row. Really fun question, Melvin, and thank you so much. For those of you who are adding that to your ABF or easy strength for fat loss, don't think of it as a workout. Think of it as a way to get a little pump, Okay. All right. Thank you so much.